Heyo. So, EVO 2023 just announced their lineup of games coming up for what we're going to get for their main stage games. And we have some crazy announcements between the games that they gave and the money that they're throwing around for each game. It's just insane. Let's see what we got. So, first off, Street Fighter 6 is making its first appearance, and it's going to be ending the reign of Street Fighter 5, making its, staple return. But this time we're going to have Street Fighter 6, which it's going to be out by the time that EVO's in. I think Street Fighter 6 is coming around June, and this is around August, so there's going to be at least a good summer of people getting their time into Street Fighter 6. So hopefully by then we'll have the whole cracked beta allegations won't really be much of a thing, but we'll see what happens there. And Guilty Gear Strive making its second appearance, and that was last year. It was won by Umisho, so excited to see what's going to be happening in the Guilty Gear community for this. DBFZ is going to be making its fourth appearance. Last year was won by Waba. We have Tekken 7 making its seventh appearance in this tournament, which is just insane, just 7 times over. But it's not the only game that's been here for 7 times, but we'll get to that. But last year's Tekken was won by Nii, who just is an insane player, plays so many characters. I honestly don't know who he truly mains. I feel like he just mains the roster with how much he can just counterpick. And in a game like Tekken, that is just insane. It's like there's so many moves. Every character has like hundreds of moves, but this guy knows how to just use every single one and knows when to use who. But next up we have KOF 15 making its second appearance. Last year was won by a player named ZJZ, and I'm not really into KOF. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I'm hyped to see what goes on in that tournament too. And Melty Blood, I'm not really much of a Melty Blood player either, but the most I know from it is that it's that bathroom game, fighting game. It's that bathroom kind of venue kind of game. So making its second appearance in it, it's kind of hype. I'm glad Melty Blood's getting the love it deserves. Next and it was won last year by a player named Jing. Next up we got Mortal Kombat 11 making its third appearance in this tournament, with the player named Scorpion Prox winning it from last year. And I'm mostly just a Tekken player, but I love fighting games. I love seeing the hype stuff that goes from it, and I'm hyped to see what this year is gonna have for Mortal Kombat. And oh boy, the craziest announcement we heard from this announcement was Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 coming back. Hasn't been in an EVO since 2017, but making its 7th appearance just like Tekken 7. It just hasn't had that consistent appearance like Tekken 7 did, but oh my god, when I was watching the chat on the EVO lineup, everybody was going hype for it. Insane that it's being brought back. I can only imagine what Twitter is like for the Marvel vs. Capcom space right now. Who's coming back? But not only that, for every single one of these games, we have a $25,000 prize pool. We have $25,000 being thrown to every single one of these 8 games, and I just can't be even more excited about that. Like, it's gonna fire up the competition for every single one of these games. There's no longer just that, like winning like a McDonald's Happy Meal for 3rd place anymore. Like, these players are gonna be actually winning some actual money, and that's so exciting. But on top of all of these games, there's going to be a Granblue Rising preview tournament. Like, the game isn't going to be out by the time EVO comes, but they will be showing the game off in a preview tournament, and people will be able to see what is different about that new Granblue Fantasy. But on top of that, we have a lot of throwback tourneys. So like a lot of old games are going to be getting some kind of a bracket that people can enter. It's going to be, you know, like, hey, if you're not a player of this, or if you're just, you know, you really love the game that you like have been sticking by for years on end, you know, Evo's going to have a bracket for it. So there's really something to go for like everybody if you're a fighting game fan. And the whole thing is being sponsored by Chipotle. So let's hope that no players have to play from the bathroom. This whole thing is going to go on in August 4th through 6th, so the beginning of August. I'm definitely going to be tuning in. Hopefully, you know, maybe if my situation is a little good, I can even end up going. But that's going to be about just all the announcements and all that for it. Like I said in my previous video, I wanted to be doing a lot more of these like types of news videos, giving my opinion. I want to be making sure that, you know, I'm doing the best that I can. And if you like the video, go ahead and give it that like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.